So thank you everybody for joining us on this special night tonight, one of my favorite nights. And Dr. Shibui, I'm going to turn it right over to you, and I'm going to keep my screen off just so it gives you more bandwidth since there's so many people on. Okay?
Perfect. Absolutely. Thank you, Ms. Wallace. And as Ann said, this is one of those special nights in the history of any school year. It's where we get to recognize the two bookends of excellence, that of tenure conferral and that of retirement celebration, both and all of which and everything in between just contribute to how special this is and how hard every one of these individuals continues to work for our children. And if it pleases the board, we'll begin with tenure. And I want to try to make sure that the people who are being recognized are on the call. So I might actually need a little bit of assistance on that so as not to miss, because there's a lot of people on the call. Is Connor on the call? Connor Craven? I don't see Connor yet.
Not yet.
I'm going to come back to Connor because I don't want him to miss his recognition. So how about Adam DiBenedetto? Is Adam on the call? I'll come back to Adam. I saw Kelly Doring, and I think she had a guest with her, a special guest. So we'll be with Kelly.
Yes, I do. Hello.
So Kelly, typically you would be called up, and Ms. Brand, Ms. Haberman, you would come up and you'd be standing next to me, and I would say nice things that are supposed to embarrass you. So we'll pretend that we're in the same room, and we'll go from there. So we're standing up in front of the group now, if everyone can just use their imagination. Whereas the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Board of Education acknowledges, on behalf of the community and staff, the contributions that Kelly Doring has made to the intellectual, personal, and athletic growth and development of her students. And whereas she has served the district with distinction and demonstrated a willingness to go above and beyond her classroom duties to support students so that they can have a more meaningful experience through their 4 years of high school. And whereas she exudes kindness, warmth, compassion to every student and individual she works with. And whereas she has been employed by the district for 4 years and 1 day, effective her tenure date. Therefore, be it resolved that in recognition of her accomplishments and expectations for her future contributions to student learning and success, the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District Board of Education does formally recognize Kelly Doring as a tenured teacher. And we're just going to wait to applaud for a second because we'll need a motion in a second and all the formalities here. Effective September 1, 2021.
May I get a motion? Okay, I have a motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Aye.
Congratulations, Kelly.
Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you a lot. It means a lot.
Thank you for everything you've done for our children and that you'll continue to do. So thank you.
Thank you. I'm so blessed. Thank you all.
Congratulations, Kelly. We skipped him, so we're going to go back to him. I'd like to call Connor Craven up to the front of the room. Whereas the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District Board of Education acknowledges, on behalf of the community and staff, the contributions that Connor Craven has made to the academic growth and development of students. He creates a thoughtful, safe, and fun learning environment for all of his students. And whereas he has served the district with distinction and demonstrated the highest teaching standards at the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery School District at the Fort Montgomery Elementary School in the area of early childhood education. Whereas he exudes enthusiasm, positivity, and a true love of learning for his students, and he can drop a good rhyme. His commitment and dedication to the district and families is evident every day in everything and in every interaction he does. And whereas by his tenure day, he has been employed by the district for 4 years and 1 day, therefore be it resolved that in recognition of his accomplishments and our expectation for his future contributions to student learning and success, the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District Board of Education does hereby formally recognize Connor Craven as a tenured educator effective September 1st, 2021.
I have a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Connor.
Connor, I love that. Can't wait to see Connor's room again with that giant sturgeon on the wall. I saw Adam DiBenedetto join the room,
Yes.
so we'll move right to Adam. Adam, you will come forward. You'll stand with me in front of the board table. Whereas the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Board of Education acknowledges on behalf of the community and staff the contributions that Adam DiBenedetto has made to the intellectual, personal, and athletic growth of students. And whereas he has served the district with distinction by committing himself to helping students make meaningful connections to history and enhancing their school experience through clubs and sports at Highland Falls Fort Montgomery School District. And whereas he promotes thoughtfulness toward and sensitivity to student needs, his commitment to their development and well-being is evident each and every day. And whereas he has been employed by the district for 3 years and 1 day, therefore, be it resolved that in recognition of his accomplishments and our expectation for his future contributions to student learning and success, the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District Board of Education does hereby formally recognize Adam DiBenedetto as a tenured educator effective September 1st, 2021.
May I get a motion?
Motion.
So moved.
And a second. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah. Aye.
Any
Yep.
opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Adam. Thank you for everything.
And I know I saw Carrie L on the call. So
Yeah.
Carrie L, I'm going to ask you to come forward. Whereas the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Board of Education acknowledges on behalf of the community and staff the contributions that Carrie L has made to the academic, social, and emotional growth and development of our students. And whereas she has served the district with distinction and demonstrated the highest teaching standards at the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District in the area of special education. Whereas she exudes enthusiasm, flexibility, and sensitivity to student need. Her passion and commitment to meet the needs of all of her students is evident every day. Her professionalism and work ethic go above and beyond. We are fortunate to have her. And whereas, by her effective tenure date, she will have been employed by the district for 4 years and 1 day. Therefore, be it resolved that in recognition of her accomplishments, our expectation for her future contributions to student learning and success, the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District Board of Education does hereby and formally recognize Carrie L. Erskine as a tenured teacher effective December 4th, 2021.
Motion.
I have a motion. I'll give the second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Carrie L.
Thank
you
you.
for everything
you
you've
so
done
much.
for our students.
Staying with the Highland Falls Intermediate School, Kim Gerson, if you could come to the front of the room. I know, visualize everybody. Come on, just visualize this. Whereas the Board of Education of the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District acknowledges on behalf of community and staff the contributions that Kim Gerson has made to the education and development of students. She works very diligently to both impart her knowledge and to make positive change happen in the classroom. Student success is at the core of everything Ms. Gerson does. And whereas she has served the district with distinction and exemplifies the high teaching standards of the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District at the elementary level. And whereas she has demonstrated enthusiasm, flexibility to student needs, Her passion and commitment to education is contagious. She has the respect both of students and faculty, as well as families, and we are fortunate to have her. And whereas she has been employed by the district for 4 years and 1 day, therefore, be it resolved that in recognition of her accomplishments and our expectation for her future contributions to student learning and success, the Board of Education of the Highland Falls Montgomery Central School District does formally and hereby recognize Kim Gerson as a tenured educator effective September 1st, 2021.
Motion.
Motion.
I have a motion. I have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Kim.
Woo! Got a little nervous there. Thank you.
Okay, we'll move back to the high school. To ask Edward Ted Green to please come forward. I saw him on the call. There he is. That did come forward. Thank you for that. Whereas the Highland Falls Montgomery Central School District Board of Education acknowledges on behalf of the community and staff the contributions Edward Ted Green has made to the intellectual, emotional, personal growth and development of our students. Whereas he has served the district with distinction and demonstrated a passion for chemistry, connecting with students, and for being a devoted and hardworking colleague in the Highland Falls Montgomery Central Schools. Whereas he extends himself to students and to the district through extracurricular activities, through his wonderful photography, and through his determination to connect with every student he meets. Whereas he has been employed by the district for 4 years and 1 day, therefore be it resolved that in recognition of his accomplishments and our expectation for his future contributions to student learning and their success, the Highland Falls Montgomery Central School District Board of Education does hereby and formally recognize Ted Green as a tenured educator effective September 1st, 2021.
May I get a motion? Thank you.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Mr. Green.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move back to the Fort Montgomery Elementary School. I think there's, I saw or heard that there was a gathering in one of the rooms. I see balloons in the background. So I'll ask Amy Petricini to come forward, and she can stand next to me and to Rachel. Whereas the Highland Falls Montgomery Central School District Board of Education does hereby acknowledge on behalf of the community and staff the contributions Amy Petricini, ask Beth to come forward too for this one, has made to the academic growth and development of students. She creates strong community and belonging in the classroom. And whereas she has served the district with distinction and demonstrated the highest teaching standards in the Highland Falls Montgomery Central School District in the area of special education and early childhood learning. Whereas she exudes enthusiasm, flexibility, and sensitivity to student needs. Her passion and commitment to meet the needs of all of her students is evident every day. She leads high quality, rigorous, and thoughtful learning opportunities for her students. Whereas she has been employed by the district for 4 years and 1 day, be it resolved that in recognition of her accomplishments and our expectation for her future contributions to student learning and success, the Highland Falls Montgomery Central School District Board of Education does hereby and formally recognize Amy Petricini as a tenured educator effective September 1st, 2021.
May I please get a motion?
Motion.
Okay, got it. Second.
Second.
All in
Second.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, Amy. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Long speech. I hope you don't mind.
No,
No, I'm only kidding. But thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you.
congratulations.
We're going to move back to the intermediate school, and I'm going to ask Amy Quinn to please come forward. I think it's the first time I've ever, had two Amy's in a row in a conversation, so that's kind of neat. Mr. Mack, Ms. Maldonado, you can come forward too. That'd be great. Whereas the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District Board of Education acknowledges on behalf of the community and staff the contributions that Amy Quinn has made to the academic growth and development of our students. She works diligently to impart her knowledge and make positive change happen in the classroom. Student success is at the core of everything Ms. Quinn does. And whereas she has served the district with distinction and demonstrated the highest teaching standards in the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District in the area of English language arts. Whereas she exudes enthusiasm and flexibility and sensitivity to student needs, her passion and commitment to continue to challenge herself and her students is unwavering. And whereas she has been employed by the district for 4 years and 1 day, therefore, be it resolved that in recognition of her accomplishments and our expectations for her future contributions to student learning and success, the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District Board of Education does hereby and formally recognize Amy Quinn as a tenured educator effective September 1st, 2021.
May I get a motion?
Second.
Okay, a second. Excellent. Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Amy.
We're going to move back to James I. O'Neill High School, and we're going to ask Stanley Rychek to please come forward, and I'd ask Ms. Brand and Ms. Haberman to join us up front. Whereas the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District Board of Education acknowledges on behalf of the community and staff the contributions that Stanley Rychek has made to the academic, personal, and athletic growth of our students. And whereas he has served the district with distinction and demonstrated a unique approach to teaching mathematics, coaching various sports, and connecting with colleagues within the district. Whereas he models quiet pursuit towards one's passion, toward building a relationship with others. And whereas he has been employed by the district for 4 years and 1 day, be it resolved that in recognition of his accomplishments and our expectation for his future contributions to student learning and success, the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Board of Education does hereby recognize Stanley Rychek as a tenured educator effective October 9th, 2021.
May I get a motion
Motion.
and a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Stanley.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll go back to the Fort Montgomery Elementary School, and I'll ask Elena Savarese to come up, and I'll ask again Ms. Adelstein to join me. Whereas the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District Board of Education acknowledges on behalf of the community and the staff the contributions that Elena Savarese has made to the academic growth and development of her students. She has created a warm and welcoming learning environment. And whereas she has served the district with distinction and demonstrated the highest teaching standards in the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District in the area of early childhood education. And whereas she is a reflective and thoughtful practitioner, and she is dedicated to her students, her willingness to grow and to learn and to collaborate are remarkable. And whereas she has been employed by the district as of her tenure date for 4 years and 1 day, therefore be it resolved that in recognition of her accomplishments and our expectations for her future contributions to student learning, the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District does hereby and formally recognize Elena Savarese as a tenured educator in the fall of 2021.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Elena.
Thank you.
I would now ask Ms. Brand, Ms. Haberman, and Christine Susskind to come to the front of the room. Whereas the Highland Falls Montgomery Central School District Board of Education acknowledges on behalf of the community and staff the contributions that Christine Susskind has made to the intellectual and personal development of students and colleagues. And whereas she has served the district with distinction and demonstrated a passion for English language arts, as well as second language acquisition within the district. Whereas she exudes professionalism toward every work endeavor and strongly advocates for students most in need. Her passion and commitment to excellence is evident every day. And whereas she has been working in this tenure area for 3 years and 1 day, effective September 1st, therefore, be it resolved that in recognition of her accomplishments and our expectation for her future contributions to student learning and success, the Highland Falls Montgomery Central School District Board of Education does hereby and formally recognize Christine Susskind as a tenured educator in the area of English language arts, effective September 1st, 2021.
Motion.
I have a motion
Second.
and I have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations, Christine, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
So the next one I would like to bring forward is Joseph Toomey. And I would ask Mr. Mack as well as Ms. Maldonado to join us up front. And again, we're just visualizing. Whereas the Highland Falls Montgomery Central School District Board of Education acknowledges on behalf of the community and staff the contributions that Joseph Toomey has made to the academic growth and development of students. And whereas he has served the district with distinction and demonstrated the highest teaching standards within the district in the area of special education. And whereas he demonstrates a commitment to designing and delivering lessons geared towards the individual needs of his students. And whereas he has been employed by the district for 4 years and 1 day. Therefore, be it resolved that in recognition of his accomplishments and our expectations for his future contributions to student learning and success, the Highland Falls Montgomery Central School District Board of Education does hereby and formally recognize Joseph Toomey as a tenured teacher effective September 1st, 2021.
May I please get a motion
Motion.
Motion.
Second.
and a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Yes.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. I'm proud to be a part of this community.
Rob, thank you.
And
Thank you.
last but certainly not least of this tenure group of 13 incredible educators, I'd ask Stephanie Welsh to join us, and Mr. Mack and Ms. Maldonado, you can stay up front as well while we go through this. Whereas the Highland Falls Montgomery Central School District Board of Education acknowledges on behalf of the community and staff the contributions that Stephanie Welsh has made to the academic growth and development of students. She creates a sense of community and belonging in the classroom. And whereas she has served the district with distinction and demonstrated the highest teaching standards within the district in the area of special education. And whereas she exudes enthusiasm, flexibility, and sensitivity to student needs, she appreciates the importance of being innovative and is resourceful, imaginative, and flexible. And her passion and commitment to meet all the needs of all of her students is evident every day. And whereas she has been employed by the district for 4 years and 1 day, be it resolved that in recognition of her accomplishments and expectations for her future contributions to student learning and success, the Highland Falls Montgomery Central School District Board of Education does hereby and formally recognize Stephanie Welsh as a tenured educator effective September 2021.
May I please get a motion?
Motion?
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Yes. Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Stephanie. So, Dr. Sheboy,
Yes.
in between this and the retirees, I was wondering if I could just read a statement that I just received. So I
Absolutely.
received a statement from Larry Berger, and he's our representative on the OU BOCES Cooperative Board.
Mhm.
And he said, on behalf of the Orange Ulster BOCES Cooperative Board, I wish to congratulate and wish good luck to your tenure recipients and retirees. Signed, Larry Berger. So I thought that was very nice of him to send that. So congratulations, everybody. All right, thank you. Thank you.
So, again, 13 just amazing, promising, potential-filled individuals just received a conferral of tenure. And as I mentioned in my opening remarks, this is one of the bookends of success. I'd like to spend just a few minutes going through the other bookend, which is an acknowledgement, an appreciation, and a recognition of our retiring or recently retired professionals. So I'll go through, and if it pleases the board, I will be reading from these because many of these are very detailed. I don't want to miss anything. So I didn't see her on the call, but we would be remiss if we did not recognize the contributions of Tina Krill. So
They're
Tina
trying
Krill,
to get her. They're trying to get her connected. So if we could just skip that one for now.
we can.
Okay.
I also have Popey Chronopoulos. Are we aware of an attempt to get Ms. Popey?
I am not aware of that one.
Okay, well, I'll begin with this one. So this is a recognition of Calliope, who we better know as Popey Chronopoulos. Ms. Popey came to the district in 2004, having owned her own business, Andy's Restaurant, for nearly 35 years. By the time she came to work with us, she was already a fixture in our community. For the next 17 years, she worked at the Highland Falls Elementary School and Highland Falls Intermediate School as a cafeteria monitor. But over this time, she was so much more. She was greeter and somebody who helped with copies. She helped out wherever she was needed and was always a smiling face for our faculty and for our students. Her kindness unbridled. She would frequently bring in flowers and other treats to the faculty and staff and administration. Prior to coming to work for the children of the district, Popey and her husband were the owners of Andy's Restaurant. They raised their family here and continue to contribute to this wonderful hometown USA. Popey grew up and was educated in Greece. Her commitment to our community, our school, and our children will certainly be missed. On the occasion of her retirement, congratulations goes out to Calliope Popey Chronopoulos.
Excellent. Thank you, Popey, if you're listening. And Mrs. Krill is listening now.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
So Christina Tina Krill, school monitor at James O'Neill High School. Tina Krill came to the district in 2004 with a wealth of experience working in complex and dynamic systems. For the next 17 years, she remained a dedicated employee and a warm and friendly face to our students, our faculty, staff, and our community. She was among the first people I met when I arrived in the district as superintendent and is among the friendliest and most kind people I've come to know since. Tina served the district as a monitor for nearly 17 years, but she's so much more. She helped out wherever she was needed. Tina brings so much to her position on a daily basis. In everything she did, she showed dedication and kindness and possesses an amazing understanding of and fondness for our school community. Prior to coming to the district, she served for 30 years as a secretary at the Sacred Heart School. She worked for local business and also worked along with one of the district's partners, Aramark. A lifelong resident of the community, she graduated from the Highland Falls High School. Her dedication to our community, to our school, and most importantly to our students will certainly be missed. On the occasion of her retirement, we wish to congratulate Christina Tina Krill, School Monitor.
Congratulations, Mrs. Brill.
My classmate. Congratulations, Christine.
So I think I saw Allison Garcia on the call. There she is. So I would ask Allison to come forward, and I would ask Rachel to come forward, and maybe Michael, who she worked with, and I think Andrea, who she worked with, and a couple other people who she worked with at the Fort Montgomery Elementary School. And it's good to see you, Allison. Hopefully retirement is as good as you had hoped it would be. Allison came to the district in the fall of 1997 and immediately began to make a difference in the lives of our children. For 24 years, she worked with the children in kindergarten and first grade. Her performance and service was acknowledged by every teacher with whom she worked and every principal who had the pleasure of supervising her. She was well regarded for her willingness to go above and beyond for her children and for her colleagues. She's been referred to as a staple of the building and recognized for being collaborative in all of her work. Allison was always willing to pitch in, serving as a summer teaching assistant at times, and assisting in both pre-K and kindergarten registration. Her ability to develop strong relationships with families and colleagues and children alike have been noted with regularity throughout her time in the district. Allison once wrote that she believes a child's education begins with the home and is enforced with schooling. She commented on how the two must work hand in hand, and if they do, the children will benefit. Throughout her time in the district, Allison has worked and served as a bridge for our children. Prior to her assuming her position as a teacher aide, she worked as a special education leave replacement in the district. In addition, she was a constant volunteer. Allison earned her Bachelor's of Science degree in education from St. Thomas Aquinas College. Allison, thank you so much for all that you have done to support our youngest children. Your dedication and your service have not gone unnoticed, and you are already missed. So on the occasion of your retirement, congratulations, and I don't know if you want to say anything. No, she's shy, but congratulations.
Congratulations, Allison, and thank you for everything.
And just since I'll let people know, we do have a small gift that we will be conveying to all of our retirees in a BC and hopefully PC, before COVID and post-COVID world. We would have had the opportunity to have cake and break bread and actually share nice stories, but we can't do that on a Google Meets call. But we do have a gift for our retirees, and we'll make sure that we get them to all of them. Next, I don't see her on the call, but we have to absolutely acknowledge the service and dedication of Linda Wetzel, who currently serves as the school nurse at the Highland Falls Intermediate School. I didn't see her. So, okay. Linda first joined the district in 1997 as a part-time nurse. Over the next 7 years, she continued to serve the children as a substitute nurse in all of the buildings while she continued to work at the Cardiothoracic Intensive Care Unit at Westchester Medical Center. She came to the district full-time in 1995 and has continued to excel and hone her nursing skills throughout her time here. She's dedicated her life to serving people both through her work as a nurse and through her direct work outside the office with children. She served as a longtime coach, coaching soccer, skiing, and crew at O'Neill, and helping to develop generations of student athletes. In addition, she previously was the advisor for the HFIS yearbook. She has been an invaluable conduit of information between the county and state health departments, as well as the district physician and the district. In short, she's been an incredible asset. Her expertise, valued every day, was likely never of greater value to the children of the district than it has been over the past 15 months. Linda was instrumental in helping the district revise protocols related to our COVID response. She served as a trusted advisor to me on many occasions and was a sounding board as we navigated the pandemic with an eye on the health and safety of our children and our faculty and staff. Countless letters of commendation fill her file, highlighting small yet very significant events where she stepped in or where she served on committees to guide her building or the district. In short, her work with the district has been stellar. Prior to coming to work in the school district, Linda worked at the Westchester Medical Center as a cardiothoracic ICU nurse. She earned her Bachelor of Science degree in nursing from the Mount St. Mary's College and completed graduate study at Pace University and Mount St. Mary's. Throughout her career, she has demonstrated a commitment to bettering herself and her skills through professional development and through encouraging excellence in all with whom she has worked. She has spent her career working to ensure the health and wellness for all students and creating opportunities for them to be successful. She's a lifelong resident of our community and has dedicated her entire existence to her hometown. Linda, on the occasion of your retirement, we are grateful for all that you have done, all that you have given, and all that you are. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you, Mrs. Westphal.
Christine Doyle, I saw her on the call, so I'd ask Ms. Doyle to come forward along with Mr. Mack and Ms. Maldonado. It's funny, you have some partners who just got tenure today, so that's must feel good on both ends of that. So Christine arrived in the district in October of 1999 as a permanent substitute for the Highland Falls Middle School. The following year, recognizing her skills and her potential for contributing to the development of our children, she was appointed as an elementary teacher. For the next 21 years, Christine dedicated every part of her being to working with the students in her classroom. She positively impacted the lives of hundreds of students over her career. She has served as the district's teacher mentor, working to support the next generation of teachers. In addition, she was the mentor coordinator. She helped to facilitate MST nights for our students and their families. She organized international nights and author days, showcasing the talents and achievements of our children. She was always willing to contribute and to give her time, whether it was on a committee or chaperoning concerts or events or facilitating curriculum nights. She stood out among a stellar faculty. When Christine was hired, she indicated that her responsibility was to educate all students to reach their greatest potential and to help them develop an appreciation of nature and of civilization. Christine earned an associate's degree in elementary education from Rockland County Community College. She completed her Bachelor's of Science degree in elementary education at the State University of New York College at New Paltz. She earned a Master of Science degree in instructional technology from the New York Institute of Technology. Christine, thank you for working so diligently over these past 20 plus years to help our children reach their potential. We, and more importantly they, are indebted to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Didn't know if you want to speak, Chris.
Thank you very much. It's been very rewarding. I couldn't have asked for a better opportunity. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Christine.
Thank you, Ann. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't see Pauline Janotis on the call. I'm missing people, so it's kind of hard to see everybody. But so I'll read Pauline's, and those of you who work with her at the Fort Montgomery Elementary School, you can congratulate her tomorrow. Pauline Janotis, elementary teacher at the Fort Montgomery Elementary School. Pauline, like many of our fine professionals, came home to the district. She was hired as an elementary teacher in the fall of 1984. For the next few years, I can't do the math on that. I'm glad Jean's here because I'm not real good at math. But she brought a love of her children and a passion for teaching to her classroom. As someone who has been in her classroom countless times, I can personally attest that those two things have not waned and probably have grown with each group of children with whom she has worked. Pauline has contributed to the success of the district, her school, and children through a variety of ways. She has served as a mentor to new teachers, sharing her expertise and professionalism with new teachers. She shared this also with student teachers that she has supervised over the years. Anyone who was paired with her had the benefit of working with a true master. As a leader, she accepted the position of teacher leader at the Fort Montgomery Elementary School, serving as a conduit between the vision of the principal and the professionals within the building. Not surprisingly, Pauline's history with the district is one of service and recognition. She served the district on a number of committees throughout her career. In addition, parents often wrote in gratitude for the instruction that she provided. Moreover, they pointed to the environment that she fostered within the classroom. It is well known that Pauline's classroom was a positive place where children learned to take risks in their learning. When she was hired, Pauline expressed a deep belief in the ability of all children to learn. Over the next 3 decades, this belief was manifested into practice as she nurtured hundreds of students within her classroom. She began her college career at Lady Cliff College and graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in elementary education from Marymount College. She earned a Master's of Science degree from the State University of New York College at New Paltz. Pauline, we are grateful that you came home to share your love of learning and passion for working with children with all of us. All the best as you embark on your retirement. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ms. Gianotis.
Jean Lambazy, you can come forward. We'll bring Debbie Brand up. We'll bring Robin up. So Jean has had what might be seen as 2 careers with the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District. She was first appointed as a math teacher in 1974, and for the next 10 years, she served the students of the district well, garnering praise of colleagues and students and their families. She left the district for a while, but did not forget about the special place where she began her teaching career. She maintained and fostered relationships with the professionals that she had developed during those 10 years, and in 1998, thank goodness, she returned to the district. Upon return, she continued the exemplary instruction for her students. Throughout her year, Jean was willing to contribute to moving our schools and our district forward. She took part in numerous curriculum writing opportunities and assisted with freshman new student orientation. She created new classes, new programs, all of which the sole purpose was to benefit our students. Throughout her career, Jean has recognized the true importance of being a teacher, and that is the ability to expand the horizons of students in all areas and to challenge their interests and their ideas creatively and justly. Jean earned her Bachelor's of Science degree in elementary education from Mankato State College in Minnesota. That's one I had not heard of. She earned her Master of Science in mathematics education from the State University of New York College at New Paltz. Jean, thank you for working so hard every day to expand the horizons of all your students.
Thank you for the opportunities.
Congratulations, Jean.
I didn't see Patty Hassler on the call, but I definitely want to acknowledge Patty. She actually retired between this 2 school years, so we did not get to recognize her last year. We'd be remiss if we did not spend the time tonight acknowledging her career with the district. So Patty Hassler came to the district in the fall of 2004. We were blessed to have her as a part of our school community until June of last year. Through the ensuing 16 years, she not only taught art, but she taught an appreciation of nature, creativity, and inquiry. Patty taught everything from studio art to drawing and painting to digital photography to AP and advanced studio art. In all that she did, she worked to inspire her students to see themselves as observers of the world and encourage them to express their creativity through media. She was passionate about art and continued throughout her career to create her own work. In addition to her instruction within the classroom, Patty expanded her circle of influence through extracurricular activities. She was the advisor of the art club and was very active in the production of the yearbook. Through this, she got to know more students and was able to have a positive impact on their lives. Prior to her work in Highland Falls, Patty taught art at nearly all levels of instruction. She earned a Bachelor's of Fine Arts degree from Cornell University. She studied education at the St. Thomas Aquinas College and earned a Master of Science degree in education at Mount St. Mary's. Patty saw art as an integral part of her life. She also saw it as a vehicle from which students could learn skills of working collaboratively, problem solving, and communicating. On the occasion of your retirement, Patty, hopefully you're listening. Congratulations. We wish you nothing but the best.
Congratulations.
So I did not see Colonel Marson on the call, but I do want to recognize him, and we'll make sure that he at least can watch this via YouTube. So Colonel Cecil, H. Cecil Marson, West Point Liaison to the Board of Education. Colonel Marson has only been West Point Liaison for 1 year, but his involvement with our school community stretches back to the days affectionately known as BC, or before COVID. While he currently serves as a Deputy Commandant of the United States Military Academy, he was previously the Garrison Commander of the United States Army Garrison at West Point. In that role, he was in regular and direct contact with school leadership. His transition to the role of West Point Liaison to the board was a logical extension of that position, especially where our schools and the relationship with West Point are concerned. He brought with him a perspective and an experience that has proven invaluable. As the West Point Liaison, he was an advocate for all of our children and continues to work to make sure that he leveraged everything that he could that would benefit our students. He brings thoughtful and measured contributions to our discussions and sees the larger systems at play when we are trying to, in what we are trying to do in meetings and meeting the mission of our school district to challenge, engage, and empower our students. A highly decorated Army officer, Colonel Marson earned a Bachelor of Science degree from West Virginia University. He earned a Master's degree in Military Arts and Science from the School of Advanced Military Studies at the Command General and Staff College at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. Colonel Marson also attended the Marine Corps War College in Quantico, Virginia, and graduated with a Master's degree in Military Art and Strategic Studies. Cecil, I believe I speak for the whole team when I say thank you for all that you have done. Brother, we're going to miss you.
Thank you, Colonel Marson, and you will be missed. Thank you for everything you've done to help us.
And I think that the hardest thing with Colonel Marson that the pandemic brought was he couldn't hug everybody. So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I see I got two. The next two are my left and right hand, literally. They are very important people. And I would ask that both of them come up together, and that would be Denise Sedera and Dr. Andrea Tejador. And I'll begin with Denise. At one of my first superintendent's meetings in May of 2015, a colleague of mine informed me that they had offered our previous business official a position in a neighboring district. As a new superintendent, I was concerned, but I did not panic. Through a very exhaustive search, we found a candidate with experience and who over the past 6 years has demonstrated unsurpassed knowledge in terms of school business, finance, operations. That candidate was Denise Sedera. I always joke that I'm just a dumb social studies teacher. Denise always laughs when I say that. And while I say that mostly in jest, when it comes to business functions, that was pretty true when we first met. Denise quickly became a trusted colleague and advisor and mentor. She taught me so much about school finance and operations, and I am eternally grateful for that knowledge. Over the past 5 years, our auditors have commented every year on how clean our audits are. I have no doubt this year they will be equally so. Denise has worked through challenges and continued to grow in her knowledge. She quickly developed a thorough understanding of impact aid and became a staunch advocate for our students and for our children. She worked closely with personnel at DODEA to make sure we were meeting the needs of our military-connected children from West Point. She improved processes and cleaned up procedures. When COVID hit, she was able to mobilize district financial resources to meet every one of those challenges. Prior to her work in Highland Falls, Denise served as school business administrator in Monticello, Monroe, and Livingston Manor. She spent nearly 16 years at Sullivan Bosse's as district treasurer and account clerk. She earned a Bachelor of Science degree from State University of New York, Empire State College. She received her Master of Science in Education Administration and a Certificate of Advanced Study in School Business Administration from SUNY New Paltz. Where some assistant superintendents for business see their role as a gatekeeper to the district budget, Denise saw hers as a facilitator of our programs. We are grateful to her for her service, and I'm fortunate to have had her as a partner navigating these very, very difficult times and choppy waters. Denise, on the occasion of your retirement, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Denise, and thank you for everything.
Yeah,
No, I
thank you,
appreciate
Denise.
it. It's bittersweet, but it's been a long 34 years. So thank you. I really appreciate the time in the district. And, if you ever need me, you know how to get a hold of me.
Oh, I do. Thank you.
Denise, you stay up here while we also recognize Andrea. So, Dr. Andrea Tejedor, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum, Instruction, and Technology. In the area of technology and instructional integration of technology, our district can boast that we are head and shoulders above the rest of the region. After all, the person we have in that role literally wrote the book on it. The architect of this vision and putting together a team to achieve it is Dr. Andrea Tejedor. Andrea, incidentally, few of us are so well renowned in education to be recognized with just one name, but Andrea is. Andrea came to the winter of 2010 as the Director of Innovation and Instructional Technology. Over the next 11 years, she has pushed that innovation and pushed our team to be among the best in how we serve our children. She served a number of roles over that 11-year period of time. After 5 years as director, she became the elementary principal and director of curriculum and staff development. Not one for short titles, a very short while later, she was appointed assistant superintendent for curriculum, instruction, and technology. We didn't add personnel because it wouldn't fit on a business card. Throughout all of these roles, she's been a leader. She was a trusted colleague, an innovator, an architect, an advocate for our students, for our faculty and staff, and our community. Over the past 5 years with her as our assistant superintendent, we have successfully aligned our curriculum. We have embraced the Readers and Writers Workshop. We have standardized processes and continue to offer outstanding professional development. Recognizing that she cannot do everything herself, she builds teams, and through that fosters a sense of collaboration and shared decision-making. Like Denise, Andrea has taught me so much. There is no way that we could have done what we did as well as anyone through this pandemic without Andrea. Certainly none of us would have wished to have such a disruption to normalcy over the past 15 months, but we fared better than most of our neighbors, and we will remain in outstanding shape because of Andrea. Dr. Tejedor earned a Bachelor of Science degree in economics from the State University of New York, University Center at Binghamton. She received a Master of Science degree in education from Mount St. Mary College. She was awarded a Doctorate of Education in Educational Leadership, Management, and Policy from the Seton Hall University. Go Pirates. Andrea, thank you for your leadership, your professionalism at all times, for being a sounding board, a mentor, and a friend. Your mark on the district is like anything on the internet. It is permanent. On the occasion of your retirement, we wish you well and we thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I guess I'll start with wow. I am going to say a few words, so bear with me, please. To say I am honored to have been a part of the Highland Falls Fort Montgomery Central School District family and learning community for the past 11 years is really an understatement. I am truly, and I'm going to use Dr. Shiboy's words here, amazed at the partnerships and the relationships that I have been a part of, the teams that I've collaborated on with teachers, with staff members, with administrators. I want to thank everybody in this learning community for being a part of my career for the past 11 years. I want to thank my family for always believing in me because they've always encouraged me to be curious and to pursue my passion. I want to thank the Board of Education for their support and encouragement and for the belief that I should be, number one, brought into the district, and then number two, moved along to where I am today. I want to thank the administrators for leading with me and building really what I see as a first-class education system. And I want to thank our innovative and caring teachers for welcoming me and engaging me in those conversations about learning and about students. It doesn't happen all the time. Often assistant superintendents feel like they're sort of over there, but I've never felt like I've been put over there. I've always felt that I've been included in those conversations with all of you, and I appreciate that. And still I'm astounded by what has been my career here for the last 11 years. I also think it's apropos for me to be retiring and being recognized for my retirement in a virtual environment, given the last 20 years of living in them anyway. So thank you all for really just a fantastic 11 years.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Ms. Lawless, again, you see the bookends of excellence that we have tonight, and that is the end of my report.
Unbelievable. So I just want to congratulate everybody again and thank you so much on behalf of the board for everything you've done for all of us and our students, and congratulations to all of you.
Hear, hear.
Yes. And also thank you for joining us tonight. And if it's okay with everybody, can I move on, Dr. Shiboy? Okay,
Yes.
excellent. So be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the Board of Education does hereby recess into executive session for the purpose of discussing the employment history of a particular individual or individuals, and to appoint a particular individual. The board will not return to open session to take action.
Motion.
So motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, everybody, and congratulations. Take care, be safe, and enjoy your long weekend.